Hey guys, Bonecutter Off-Road here. This is our weekly weekend recap. I decided to take the weekend off, kind of deal with my head a little bit and just, get in better quality. And then Preston decided to race Snowshoe, and boy did she have an eventful weekend. A lot more than mine, so we'll dive into hers first.
Okay, so I guess we'll just start out. We didn't get there till like Friday night. We went and ate dinner in the village, and I don't know, I normally get there like Tuesday. No.
Snowshoe.
Snowshoe, yeah.
Snowshoe specifically.
Yes, so yeah, the only race that we normally get there early. Just for like yeah, that too. We leave like Monday night for that one. But normally I'm there like pretty much all week. So like I see like the people, get more and more and more. And I don't know, I guess because I got there when everyone was there in the dead heat of the amount of people that were there, it was the most chaotic thing I think I've seen in a while.
Did it feel like an anxiety attack? Like
a little. I mean, there was
so
just
overwhelming
stuff everywhere. There was people everywhere.
And
there was
crossing the roads.
Mud everywhere. Yeah. There was a lot of things happening. A lot of stuff coming at you.
That's my life.
Yes.
Like, you guys usually get there at a decent time at every single one.
Yeah.
In general, and then like if you time it wrong, it's total freaking chaos, and that is why I don't park myself.
Yeah. So that was eventful. We got seated like right off the bat, and then we didn't leave. We got there at like 6:30. We didn't leave till like 9:30. So we went back to the house. That was like 5 miles down the mountain, which is funny, but it was really cool just because like we were like away from everyone, and like it was quiet, and there weren't drunk idiots above us or below us banging on walls in the hotel rooms. So it was nice, peace and quiet. It was beautiful. I mean, honestly, I wish it would have rained, but it was a beautiful weekend just being up there. And I mean, you could see it wasn't foggy or anything. Like last year was super foggy. You couldn't even see out the mountain. So that was a positive.
Sunsets looked good from the pictures I see.
Yep, they were really pretty. Golden hour was great. But so then pretty much Saturday kind of got stuff ready, and then Sunday morning came like a snap of a finger. So when I biked the track Saturday, I didn't know that we were doing the PM section, and I didn't bike it, and Lucas biked it, and when he came out, the whole time he's just talking about how big the boulders were and like how, it was going to be pretty gnarly. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, I'm kind of glad we're not doing that then, And it's not like I down our abilities. It's kind of the other people that try to just make it through Snowshoe that kind of ruin our race in a way. Like, yes, that's the whole battle.
Like
but
500 racers?
There was 127 rows, I think.
Holy cow.
It went past the church.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't downgrade any of our abilities, but it's just the people that
to say they did it.
Yes, and it's like the pros don't really have that problem, like the 1 o'clock race. Like we do, like we really do. We have a lot of those people that we just want to do it because we said we did it, and
which is great, but be respectful.
Yeah. So, and it kind of causes a lot of hectic during the race, and I get it. Everyone has to deal with it, so I'm not trying to make an excuse about it, but it's just like I wish GNCC did kind of think about that stuff because they threw us in the PM section. Anyway,
with all levels of abilities.
Mm-hmm. So Sunday morning comes, and I don't know. I felt fine. Like I felt fine, but like if I would walk upstairs or go bike the track or walk anywhere, I felt really just like, I don't know, like low of energy, I guess. I don't know, I just kind of felt like that all weekend, and I kind of just thought, like maybe it's just the air or something. Well, Sunday, I could feel it within like the first mile kind of thing. Like I was real fatigued, and I just felt like I just didn't have any energy, and I ate and drank and I worked out and I rode all week, like nothing really changed, but I just didn't feel awake, I guess. Like I got plenty of sleep. I don't know what it was. But we'll start from the beginning. So I got off the line. I'm second row. And Caitlin got a better start than me. And she was leading and I was right behind her. And I guess I just thought she knew where she was going. So I just followed her. And all of a sudden I look up and everyone's like waving their arms and yelling, and we were going the wrong way. She blew a banner. So as I'm getting like turned back around, I hear the two girls behind me rubbing, and I'm like, okay, I know who that is. So they get around me, and I'm behind one of the girls, and I pretty much, like, I felt fine, and then I pretty much like took myself out. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I don't even know what I did. I just took myself out and crashed, got back up, and I guess it seemed like more people passed us because they were like 5 seconds. They were just going at, like, you know how Snowshoe is. It's 5 seconds in between each row, so everyone was catching us a lot quicker. And boy, did they. I mean, didn't even make it to the 1 mile marker. And I get back up, and at this point, like, I've got like a couple of guys in front of me, so I'm like, okay, like, I need to hang on to people as long as I can now. And I don't really know what happened, but somehow you go down into a creek thing, and then like you come back up. Well, there's 2 ways, and the right side meets the left side, and then you go down the mountain like left. And I took left because I knew left was faster. Well, then all of a sudden we're making a hard right, and we're going around, and it didn't click, I guess, until we started making the corner, and I'm looking up and we're coming head on to people, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm going the wrong way. So, and if you've ever been to Snowshoe, turning around on a downhill with people coming at you is not easy.
And boulders
everywhere, slick, coming out of a creek, it wasn't easy.
It literally is a mountain, like, literally.
Yeah, it's a ski resort. They have pro downhill, I don't know what they're called, don't come at me for
downhill
this.
bikes.
Yeah, races, those races, yeah.
No, thank you.
No. So I get turned around. At this point, I'm dead last in my class, dead last, and I'm like, this is great.
And that's how it read too, and I was sitting at home like, what the? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I get going, and I was real timid, like going up the ski slopes. You couldn't see anything. It was so dusty that they were trying to water the roads with the snow blowers Saturday. It didn't really do much. They tried, but it didn't do anything. So you're just like praying the whole time, just looking at this cloud of dust going into it on these like 70 mile per hour. Like, people went 70 mile per hour on these roads, and there's rocks, there's trees, I mean, there's holes. Like, I guess I just didn't put myself out there for that.
And like ditches too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Random ditches that would kick you for the water to go down, and I was pretty timid on that. But, you know, we get onto the other side, and I realized as we were going down that we were going into the bike only section, and I was not prepared for that section. I made it through clean, like the first half, and then the first half I made it through clean the entire thing, like that side. I didn't crash because it was fresh and nobody had ridden it yet, really. But then the second lap, I think I passed like 2 girls after that, like right around like the 5 to 8 mile marker. I think I passed 2 girls there. And then the beginning of the second lap, Steve Leivan catches me. And Steve has never caught me that I remember at a GNCC. So I was like, okay, I'm going backwards. And if I'm going to go forward in this race, if I'm going to at least make the best out of this, I need to pretty much tie a rope around his back fender and have him pull me through this. And that's what I did, for the most part, I guess you could say.
He's one of those old guys that you should not, like, misjudge on his abilities. He's still really fast. Mm-hmm. And the thing that he has over, like, especially Prestin, is the knowledge and line choice, like, without even thinking. He sees it before you even think that it even exists.
Yeah, so that leads me into this. I don't think he dabbed a foot anywhere through Howard's Hole, through the bike only section, anywhere off the FMF PowerPoint. There was nowhere that I saw him like, oh, I'm gonna crash. Nope, just kidding. Nope, none of that. None of that. I was like a possessed chicken behind him.
flailing around.
Flaring around, my legs were going everywhere. I'm sitting down, my arms are freaking flying off at this point. I'm stuck, I'm falling, I'm off my bike pushing, and there goes Steve just riding off in the distance, and I'm like, hey, wait for me, I'm coming. So how we did this was he would lead through, and I would do my best ability to make it as far as I could. I went knob for knob on each rock that he went to, and somehow I would crash, I would be off my bike, and wouldn't make it as clean as him. Or as pretty. Nowhere near as pretty as he made it. He definitely got the style award, for sure. And so, our system was at the very end was pretty much he was the leader, because if I tried to lead it, I crashed or just messed it up. So I would catch him on all the fire roads, and then as soon as we touched a rock, boom, gone. Didn't even see him, okay? And then I'd catch back up to him on the fire roads, and then touch a rock, boom, gone. I mean, it was like they're gone, they're gone, they're gone, okay? So, you know, that was the last couple of laps. And then the last lap, I decided we get to Howard's Hole. And I have this grand idea to pass him before Howard's Hole, okay? Before. We are going into it. Why would I not just let him go and lead and let me just wheel behind him? Nope, I make my own path, sure do. I thought in my head, you know what, Steve, you've pulled me through this, I'm gonna get us through Howard's Hole. That was my thought. You've done your part, let me do mine. Because I knew there was people there for me, or like, each lap they had like a little, you know, go here, go here, go here kind of thing all the way down. So it's like, okay, Steve, I got it, you know. No, I don't even make it a corner. Steve is gone. He has made his own way. I am now stuck behind someone because I have just thought, this is my line, I cannot change my line. And I just thought Steve would follow. Nope, sure didn't. He just kept going, blew right past me.
Did you give the person a little rev as you were stuck behind them?
No, they didn't. They weren't stuck for very long. They stalled their bike, so I knew they were gonna get going there shortly. But as I'm going up this little like hill thing to get out of the snowshoe hole, I fall. And at this moment, I am just like, I could have made it through. I could have been with Steve at this point. He's probably halfway down the road at this point. Nope. I took matters into my own hands, and now I am stuck, and I crashed. I caught back up to him. We get to the PM section, or bike only, whatever you guys want to call it. And there's probably, I would say, 20 people stuck, okay? What does he do? Doesn't stop, doesn't dab a foot. He grabs a gear, I'm pretty sure, gives it some more throttle, and just goes. And I'm like, how did he make it? I do the exact same thing he's doing, and I get stuck on this rock, and I'm like, of course I did. Of course. How would I just magically bebop my way across this massive rock garden like he did? So I get stuck. A nice man helped me get my bike on the other side. I pushed it the rest of the way out, got through it, and I saw him on the roadbed, but I did not catch up to him by the finish. So he did help me 100% through it. I just need to calm down maybe through the rock gardens and figure my stuff out a little more. I don't know. I wanted to throw up. I was dry heaving after every rock garden, because that's how much I just put myself through to make it through. Not Steve, he takes a drink midway through. He's like, oh, let me just bebop my way through and get a little Camelback. No, not me. So that was fun. It definitely made for a better race. It was funny. I was laughing probably the whole time, but I was pretty disappointed. I mean, I'm taking a positive out of this. I have not looked at my overall. I have not looked at lap times. I don't want to look at any of that. I know my position. I know how far I was back, and we're moving on. We're moving forward. There are races that I've shown myself and that was not the day, and that is okay because everyone has one of those days.
Was it probably one of the harder snowshoes you've done since it was so dry?
Yes,
and
that was the hardest snowshoe I've ever done, for sure, 100%.
Which is hard in general, but then like you had more obstacles and more rock gardens, and it was actually a true 12-mile track actually it was 13.
It was 13 miles.
Yeah. Instead of the, like last year we did like 6.
I was going to say, last year I think we did 6 or 7.
We walked 10 miles of it to only do 6.
Yeah, I thought about that too. We did not walk it this year. That's what scared me a little bit when I was biking. I probably, I got off my bike like maybe 2 times, and I'm like, this is, like, it's gonna get bad. Just because, like, not saying, like, it sounds weird to say, but, like, it was too fast, and, like, the way that the rocks were, they were just getting more exposed each time, and obviously that comes with anything, I guess, but
like the mud wasn't like sucking into them.
Yes, it didn't like make it stick to the ground. They were just coming up the more that we rode on top of them. So I'm just gonna move forward. I got good points, 6th. I've had my best races and gotten 6th this year. So I just need to take it as a positive the most I can, and that was not me out there.
Just move forward. My first year that I did it 2 years ago is whenever I hurt my wrist, and on the way home, and that's when I was carpooling with Cameron and all them, so we were in the RV. I had nightmares of that place and the routes and stuff, and like I literally thought we were driving the RV down that trail. It was so scary. I could not describe, but anyway. Yeah, so that like haunts me still. Like it just looked so gloomy and stuff, and that dream, and just the roots, like they were so big, and the rocks, and like why were we driving the RV down it? I don't know, but like I'm gonna say I was in quite a bit of pain, and that's why I was having some weird dreams. But
yeah, probably.
So anyway, that's my fond memory.
Yeah, I got a nice pep talk from Lucas in the pit stop. He's like, I don't care to hear your race. You need to get 6th. You need to get some points. And I said, okay. And I just, that's not exactly how it went, but that was the gist. It went very loudly, but
yeah, lots of yelling, probably.
Probably, yeah, for sure.
Very passionate.
Got a lot of pit boards like this. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm trying. I'm going. I was circling the track at some point. Yeah. So, no excuses, I just need to be better, and yeah.
Well, you got a couple months to get ready for Beckley.
Yeah. And Beckley I normally like either way. Muddy, dry.
Has it been that dry there?
First year I thought we went was pretty dry.
I don't know, I've only been twice.
Oh, okay. I think it's been dry
Actually,
one
once.
year. It was dry one year. What was it last year?
It rained.
Oh, it rained.
It was like one of those things where I was trying to use roll-offs and then I switched to tear-offs, but it was like too much effort to try to do that and focus on not crashing.
It was gonna be dry, I think.
Yeah, and then it rained.
Yes.
It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, last year I found out that gases have sensors when you flip them upside down.
Most bikes do.
Oh. Okay.
Most 4-strokes do.
Okay.
Upside down sensors is what they are.
We went into limp mode.
Yeah, which most of the time most bikes don't. You just gotta clear the code, and but it doesn't. Like Beta has one, and whenever you flip it upside down, it just has a code, and it doesn't run like crap.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know as to what that gas reasoning as to why, but anyway, all bikes have them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my first time ever going into that mode, and I was very confused, but I was also upside down, so that was probably half of it.
Safety feature.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, I think this weekend we have Ohio NEPG, and then we're going straight from Ohio to South Carolina to meet my parents, and then we're going to Georgia for a week to spend with them for my birthday and 4th of July. So
Fun.
I get into my 20s.
Congrats. No more teenager.
I know. I'm scared.
It's better than getting close to 30.
Hey, we'll be the same
age group. So I did a workout that I thought I was gonna die from. I was a little sick, allergies, cold, I have no idea. But anyway, I wanted to work out. So what I did
If I'm not here tomorrow, you know why.
Yeah. I did 7 rounds of this, and it was 7 devil's press, and I did 20s on those. 14 dumbbell box step-ups, and I did 25 pounds in each hand, and then 7 barbell power cleans, and I did 10s on each end, so 20 plus the barbell, which I think is 45. Anyway, by the end of it, I was smoked. So I went and laid at the pool and relaxed, and then I didn't ride on Sunday because I really felt really crappy, and yeah, just low-key, hung out, had fun. This weekend, I haven't decided yet. I haven't raced since I crashed my brains out, but I'm feeling okay, I think. So I think I'm going to go to the IXCR. I don't really want to go to the National Enduro. Ohio is not my cup of tea. So if I'm going to go race, I'm going to go do something I enjoy. It's supposed to rain in Indiana on Saturday, so that's kind of my determining factor, because again, slickness coming off of like a concussion, it just doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm going to ride somewhere. And then next week, I think I'm going to go to Florida.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
It's yeah, I got a place I can stay. Yeah, I'm not going to Miami. Panama City Beach. There we go. It's like, where am I even going? But yeah, so the shop will be open. I just won't be here most of the week, which is great. And yeah, I don't have a birthday, which is good.
No more birthdays for you?
No.
You just cut off?
I'm just cut off. I'm going to
Okay.
stay. I'm 28. I'm going to stay 28 forever. I'm not going to get to 30. That's a sad number.
When she turns 30, I'll be 21, and Kayla will be 40.
I think so.
Yeah. I think
And
that's how it
then
was.
Meg will be 35.
Yeah. All right, that concludes our little weekly recap of our weekends. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Check out our videos. They're funny.